If you don't know what that's like, that's Nipper, the dog that has his face like, what the hell's going on?
Mark, you gotta admit, Meatloaf's like a classical comic. So,
No,
you know,
the loaf's got it down.
he's got a lot down.
Oh, yeah,
so
he's great.
you're like
He's
the opening
great.
act. You're like foreplay, and he's the.
And he's the final bada bing. Okay, so here's the thing. I was thinking I could try to tell some stories, and I always get slightly fearful of two things. A is, as a father, young humans, which is scary to tell a story when it's not appropriate for a kid. And then the other one is ladies, only because most of my stories are versed in rock and roll and filth, which usually means some sort of drug or some kind of sexual act that happened or didn't happen to you. Yeah. So let's start off with the first one, shall we? Now, if there's any objections, we all know you can first say, Mark, don't cross that line, I'm a Republican, and we can take that side. But if I can just be funny and honest and you don't get offended, I could tell you a story of any sort of incarnation and no one will be pissed off. Is that okay with the women?
Yes. Bring it on.
Is that okay with the men?
Oh, yeah.
The Republicans? The small, little human? Okay. Oh, I just want to make sure that I want, the part of me that's a father, I got to make sure that's all clear. Okay. Now, this is sort of a short story that has not a lot to do with music, but it's kind of funny the way things end up. So, my brothers and I, the Hudson brothers, in case some of you don't know or don't remember, we were signed to Elton John's label, Rocket Records. Bernie Taupin was our producer. And Bernie Taupin is the lyricist for all the Elton John stuff, and he was our producer. So we were in the Elton camp. So, Elton did Pinball Wizard, remember? That death don't like it, sure played me in pinball. And Elton John did the version for the movie.
Right.
And they made a pinball game called Pinball Wizard. Now, let me cut to the story now, and it's not really an ending to this. I'm just telling you pieces of my life because it happened to me. I'll also tell you that I Heimlicked a legend, and I'll do that one after, and then I'll introduce other people. This story is called Diana Ross Touched My Penis. Okay. That's how I'm title the story. Okay. So, you'll find that out, boy, Republican. Penis is something, never mind. I'll do that later. I'm Italian. So, we get invited to this thing, Elton John's Pinball Wizard coming out of Pinball Wizardom. And every rock star, Elizabeth Taylor, everybody went to this because it was a huge event, whatever, 1970, early, whatever. And there was maybe 100 pinball machines. I have to finish the story before this camera gets on, because that we don't want. All around the place, and everybody's there. My brothers and I walk in, and remember, then we were cockier, we had all our hair, we stuffed our pants, we were signed to Elton's label, and we were cool. And I look over, and in the corner is Diana Ross playing a pinball. But I mean, it was Diana Ross, and this is one beautiful woman. I mean, beautiful. Her ghetto onion was sticking out, and she had the big hair, and there she was just playing pinball. Now, she turns around. Thank you for the ghetto onion.
That was great.
Thank you very much. So, she's playing the pinball, and she turns around, and she sees the three brothers. Now, out of the three brothers, my brother Bill, who ended up marrying Goldie, so Kate Hudson, my niece, he was great looking and charming. He had a voice like Clint Eastwood, and the girls loved him. My brother Brett looked like Paul McCartney with big lips, and he was Tiger of the Month and 16 magazine and all the teen fans. I was just the one that was well endowed and talented. So it wasn't really a lot of thing for me. And I said this before, I have so much fun with myself, I don't really need an audience. And I look around, and Diana Ross is bing, 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 bing. Do you know where I'm going to? Turns around, sees the three brothers, like walking in slow motion, like in The Right Stuff, when the astronauts were doing this, and they looked cooler than they really were. She sees the brothers. She looks right by my brother Bill, right by young brother Brett, and she focuses on Mr. Beef Puppet, me, the middle brother, and she goes, "Hey you, come over here." And me? Yeah. And she goes, "Why don't you just watch me play pinball?" And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, Diana Ross is asking me to watch her play pinball. So here she is playing, and she goes, come on, come closer. And I come closer like this, and right on her flip hand, my inch is right. I stayed there for 20 minutes. That's not really an ending to the story. Just I was very happy with Diana, and to this day, she has no idea that she flipped my party bait. It just was something that happened by accident. Okay.